happy day. It's Oberon and Neptune continue to spoil Endgame.
Yeah.
So if you tuned in last time, you heard, for the most part, a lot of Neptune's thoughts of Endgame. And you heard me cut in every once in a while. I do have a lot of opinions. There's a lot of stuff I like, there's a lot of stuff I disliked, and there's a lot of things that I would change. I'm gonna hit two brief things that I thought they did so well first, just to, keep myself from bashing on them the whole time. The big things that I thought they did really well was honestly not their big boomy set pieces. The first one that comes to mind is actually like their quiet moments and the care they took to respect the end of the previous movie. Like, every one of those characters you see legitimately attempting to cope with trauma. And doing it in a way that isn't demonstrated in film, usually. And not in some... It wasn't like something that took up the entirety of the film for them to overcome and yada yada yada. It was just played out kind of honestly and quietly, but making up a lot of their arcs. Like Thor, you could see him slipping into that depression, and then, it's Thor Lebowski with a giant beer gut because he just doesn't know where to go from there. I thought that was really interesting and really neat, and you got to see every one of the characters kind of process it and come to an acceptance of it on screen, except for Hulk. And there's where I have kind of a problem, is I really would have liked to have seen Hulk becoming Professor Hulk. Like, it's just kind of mentioned off screen. Like, oh yeah. And it's a good message, but I would have loved to have seen that on screen.
Yeah, they managed to wedge Ant-Man's personal life and trauma in there, and they don't have time for Bruce Banner, really.
Yeah. But the way that, the way that was done was so well. Everyone got an arc. Everyone got to overcome that in their own ways, with Thor meeting his mom and her telling him to get his head out of his ass. And...
get your head out of your ass. I'm a witch. I know when I'm gonna die.
Let's just not talk about it.
Yeah.
It's about you. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't about you, my son. Let's be real.
But, no, I'm trapped in here with the thing.
No, he's trapped in here with us. Look at him.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes him way easier to hit, actually.
Yeah, I can just drive him into a wall that didn't exist a second ago. I'm thrilled. But you have Thor showing it on screen. You had even Nebula kind of growing on screen from the event. Oh wow, I just died.
No, is that why all that sucks? Okay.
Oh.
Keep going.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, but about Nebula. Oh shit. Don't follow me. Oh yeah, but about Nebula. It's pretty good that they spent all that time saying that the past can't change the future, because she shot herself.
Yes, she did.
That was just spurious bullshit until the moment she pulled that trigger, right?
Yeah.
Because he's like, no, I was just saying it. Yeah, Back to the Future is bullshit. There, I said it.
There.
Don't take a huge crap on the best movies of all time. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, I'll get to that in a second, because I have some feelings about the time heist that I held in reserve.
Oh yeah, I could feel that.
The other thing that they did really, really well, like probably one of the best scenes and best ways I've ever seen this done, is the muster. Like, when they finally let all of the heroes they brought back show up, just that solitary...
coming through the sling rings?
Yeah, that moment of hype was the upper echelon of hype I felt in a movie theater. It was done so well. Now, my only problem with that is it looked exactly like Gilgamesh's Gates of Babylon from Fate Grand Order. Future me put that on the screen so everyone sees what I mean. But that's a me problem, not a them problem.
What I felt in that moment was still I can't believe they let him pick up the stupid hammer.
Yeah, if you're still reeling from that, it's not going to help you at all. Ugh.
No, you don't cater to the guys who are gonna be there anyway. No, you don't give them the neckbeard moment. God damn it! All right.
Oh, and that's my other thing that I thought they did. Or no. Now onto my big problem splits into all the small problems I have with the movie, and that's I really feel like they reverse Hobbited. So the Hobbit
Hobbit.
Yeah, the Hobbit movies took one book, which should have been one movie, and split it into 3. Here they have at least 2 movies worth of stuff. They have 2 movies worth of theme and feel, and they've tried to cram it into one 3-hour festival of butt pain. Unless you get, like, Spring for the really good seats, it's butt pain. Let's be serious.
The ones around here are fine, actually.
Well, yeah. Oh, I don't have the key for that. Damn. Alright. Moving on. But yeah, they took what should have honestly been at least 2 separate movies. The first one being whatever they do to get the stones back. I did like that they started with Thanos going, yeah, I blew up the stones. I thought that was cool. And also we got Thor just ripping Thanos' head off. But it kind of undercuts the end of the movie when you bring Thanos back and Thor doesn't just rip his fucking head off. Like, you could say, well, but Thanos was weakened, and I'm like, well, yeah, well, this Thanos doesn't have the Infinity Stones. Never did.
Yeah. I immediately excused that to myself because I watch wrestling. And I said to myself, oh, he was just ready for it now.
I came to accepting it by going, oh, well, he never touched an Infinity Stone, and every Infinity Stone you touch, it takes a toll on your body. So when they were fighting him with all the Infinity Stones, he was actually in a weakened state. Fine.
This is him stronger, but also without infinite cosmic power. It's him, but stronger, but weaker.
Yeah, stronger, but without his big magic MacGuffins. That's how I came to it, but the movie never told me that. I had to find a reason for myself. And there's a surprisingly lot of that in this movie. There's a ton of, the movie never told me this. I know I talked about some of it, like, they never got to, well, why don't we go back to Ant-Man? Or why don't we go back to Hank Pym and get more things until Tony discovers it on screen when they've already gone back in time. This is Tony Stark and Bruce Banner. Why are you making them hold the idiot ball? The first thing they would have said was, okay, we need to gather resources and we need to be able to execute this properly. And that is the first thing they said, and their plan was bad. There were obviously better periods for them to jump to that might not have led to as many interesting Marvel moments, like, I'm sad that I wouldn't get to relive the opening of Guardians of the Galaxy, but then again, I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy. I can always go and rewatch it. I don't need that clip show with, Peter Quill taking a shot to the dome at the end of it.
That was kind of funny, though.
It was funny, and I loved it, but it's so inefficient. And you don't take a shit on every other time travel movie if you can't time travel movie properly. Once again, the resource problem has to be made a problem before it's a problem. You have to have gone back to Hank Pym already and said, oh, this is all we could get from him. And this is the only time we could get it.
Yeah, because that would be more heist stuff, right?
Yeah. Like, you could have even done it in just a few seconds, having Paul Rudd going, I know where we need to go with this one dose, and then coming back with 6 and saying, yeah, I talked to Hank, this is as much as he could get out in one time.
Yeah, and then that's all the Ant-Man you need. You can stop with that shit now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like, we can only go back once, huh? Can we go back to get more Pym particles?
Yeah,
well,
wish for more
because
wishes.
You said going back in time didn't matter, so I could just steal whatever I want, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I could even steal the time stone. So one of those two is wrong. Either Bruce Banner's wrong, which he was proven not to when Nebula shot herself.
Yeah.
Or Gabriel. Gabriel.
What's her name there? Tilda Swinton.
Tilda Swinton, who played Gabriel in Constantine.
Love that movie.
Said, if you take the time stone now, things will get fucked up.
Yeah.
But obviously that's not true.
I mean, it's obvious they're doing DBZ time travel. It's obvious they are doing Dragon Ball Z time travel. Which is just, you're making separate universes. Like, whatever you do.
And you know what? They didn't even have to frame it that she was wrong, because Bruce Banner could just point out the reason it works is because I can just return it to the time I stole it. That's why it works. You're still right. I'm surprised you didn't know that. You're a time monk.
Yeah. The whole time heist needed to be its own movie. Because there are missing details everywhere.
Yeah, you could also just put that in the movie and make the monks look like they knew their job.
Yeah. Make them competent? What? That's weird.
Like, what did you expect his answer to be, Tony? What did you expect his answer to be? What universe is this? Is this the one in 14 million? Because I wouldn't want you to accidentally misclick and select the second best option.
Yeah.
No, he's a Harvard graduating time monk or whatever, wherever he went.
Yeah.
He's a college educated time monk here.
Yeah, he's Doctor Strange. He's got this.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even have to question.
He wouldn't accidentally pick the wrong one. That would make a shitty movie.
But yeah, so they left out so many things in their time heist that just directly contradicted, and they left out moments that could have been they could have shown the growth of their characters better. Like I mentioned, Captain America versus Captain America. Why'd he win that fight? It wasn't because of something he learned along the way. It was just he was bigger and stronger.
Yeah, like somehow he leveled up, and that was it.
No, he should have used.
This is future post Civil War Captain America, where he's been through more war and therefore is leveled up.
He should have used a tactic that the original Captain America never would have used to win.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's the way you do that. That's the way you show character progression that is not I leveled up. Like a dirty low blow, or a distractionary tactic, or something underhanded that he learned from Tony, or fucking
wait.
ScarJo.
Oberon. No, he did that, but in the most Boy Scouty way possible, like by telling the truth.
Oh.
Right? It sucked, right? I know it sucked because we had it, but you didn't recognize it because it sucked.
Yeah. Like, that's... there's just so many issues with a time travel plot.
Yeah.
And one of them being, there's absolutely no stakes.
No, there is none. There were no stakes.
It became a clip show. So it should have been its own movie and just been a clip show. Like, isolate that and then let us have the Thanos battle. Or the whatever else comes next battle in the next movie.
Yeah. I mean, the point of being a heist is so you can show things that were exactly the way they were. You can show the clip show of the things being exactly the way they were in 2012.
Yeah.
And then you cleverly put them in those scenes in the background.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. They just put Tony there, and then people just conveniently didn't look at him.
Yeah.
They kind of saw Cappy, but what they really saw was Mongo Jerry.
I mean, it also helped that in that time period they had Loki. So, anything weird can be explained away as Loki. Which, I'm glad that he's getting a new show and everything. I don't know that they needed to advertise in the middle of the movie for it.
Yeah. I'm not sure why they didn't just go back in time to when Doctor Strange had the Time Stone.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other option. Just go back to have double.
We only have enough for one jump. Fine, we'll go back to New York City a couple of years ago.
Screw that. We'll go back to Thanos' planet and just have a second Iron Man and a second Hulk, and a Hulk, and a.
Yeah. Oh, you know that moment when we had him, guys?
Yeah.
We'll just all go back and then finish it.
We'll go back, and really, we're gonna send Ant-Man back to punch Peter Quill in the head, so he can't do the same to Thanos. Problem solved.
Boom. You had it. We had it. It was that human's fault. That bullshit human. Remember those bullshit humans?
Well, half god.
This one has a different gun.
Like, the relationship with Ego, the living planet, makes him less human.
Yeah, but like, I thought that was going to be like the next movie. Like, oh, what is he going to do with his body?
Yeah. Instead, he just really ruined everything for everyone. And that makes me sad, because I like him as a character. He didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve to be the spoiler.
No, he did. Poor Peter Quill.
That's alright. I do like him, his pissing contests with Thor. I think those will make a good follow-up movie. Oh, there's the key to that chest. Oh god.
Yeah. I liked it, but I was also like, is this supposed to like make up for it, movie? Do you think that's an apology for what you've done?
Yeah.
Like I couldn't.
So my other big problem with Infinity War is it played everything so safe.
Oh yeah.
It ran a clip show for the first 2/3 of the movie. It had the same CG army fight that was at the end of Infinity War, and it took no risks. Like, none. Well, no, it took one risk. It killed Black Widow instead of Hawkeye.
Yeah. A risk that didn't pay off. Like, what is this? WCW? You swerve for the hell of it? What the hell?
Like, it's played everything so unbearably safe.
Yeah.
Well,
no one's gonna miss her. Well, yeah. Just her close personal friends. Only the Avengers get to be personally sad. Like, everyone else is happy, and only the Avengers are personally sad, and they're the heroes, because not everyone has to be sad.
Yeah. Like, they were even super safe with Tony at the end there. Yeah, they often. Whatever. Spoilers, again, if you didn't already hear us say spoilers at the beginning of the episode.
If you didn't... never mind that. It's a little late, I think.
It's a little late for spoilers, but yeah. But, like, even when they offed Tony.
The little girl's adorable, but...
Yeah.
You know, I care in the same base way I would for anyone, but it's not like I didn't just watch 5 or 6 scenes of Hawkeye's family being sweet and adorable and humanizing him in a way that you did for no other character, especially Tony Stark.
Yeah. They played it super safe all the way around. They gave him a comfortable end. And just didn't. There was. I'm grappling with it because it's just so expected.
Yeah.
Like, if I would have pinned a character, yeah, he's the one. I did like that. At the beginning, the two characters that had come to accepting what had happened the quickest were Tony, because he had a young child to replace the Peter Parker he lost, and Cappy, who had already done this dance once. Like, he had already lost everyone he loved.
Yep.
So he was like...
He's like, guys, this is not nearly as bad as it could be. Let me tell you.
Here's the help
group. Not to minimize
group.
your pain.
Here's the support group for you. And I thought that nicely set up Cappy's end, where he gets a chance to get it back, and he's like, yeah, I'm taking everything I missed back. The one selfish act of Captain America.
Yeah, but again,
But-
you have a guy with a green glowing stone on his belt.
Yeah.
Like, not to belittle it, but like, that's his reward for doing so good and saving half of the entire universe is that he gets his life back.
Yeah.
Then
And-
he goes home a hero instead of a sneaky little schlub.
And I appreciate that arc, and I like it a lot. But it's very safe.
Yeah.
After a movie that took as many risks as Infinity War did and was so spectacular, Endgame pales in comparison. It does make Infinity War better, but that's just because Infinity War is standing next to it. And most things standing next to it are going to look better.
I was gonna rank Endgame a little differently than second place.
Oh no, I wasn't putting Infinity War at first place.
Oh.
It did up Infinity War in my ranking. And I meant time-wise, they're standing next to each other. Like, they are viewed as a pair, and Infinity War is the superior one, and being next to that, it's obviously the superior film.
Oh, you're just comparing the two. One is clearly better. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yep. And I think
You would still be surprised, I think, to hear my least two favorite MCU movies.
You know what? That sounds like a conversation for next time on Oberon and Neptune Beat Up the Planet. We'll go through our bottom, let's say bottom three. Make it work a little.
Oh.
The wind howled at the washboard, sleeping underneath the moon. Our plan was hatched in a briar patch where lovers shook and swooned. Their lips stained with violet, their tongues tied into knots. To the loamy beds, their secrets, baby, we found.